Hello everybody and welcome back from a groovy day here in Canada, still under quarantine, but it's groovy nonetheless. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I decided I was going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a full hand and I wanted to do something that is close to my heart, which are hats. I love hats. And I thought just for giggles, maybe we'd go through the evolution of hats. Now, I couldn't do clearly all of the hats in every era because I don't have that many fingers. So I've decided to do the 20s, 40s, 60s, 80s, and the 2000s. So I hope you all watch this to the end and see where this journey takes me. But I did want to show you guys something that I just discovered, which makes my life way easier because I really hate filing. So what I have discovered is that I can use tips and dual forms together to prevent me from having to file even more so. So I'm just going to take this here and I get some glue and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because these nails here, I don't know if you can see, but see how shiny these are? I didn't even need to file that. And the same with underneath. It's smooth underneath and over top, and it makes my life so much easier. So I thought I would just show you one nail and how I achieved this look, and perhaps you could try it and check it out, and you will be relieved too about how little work you will have to do after you do this procedure the first time. So I'm just going to stick on my tip right here. And then you're just going to make sure that when you pick out your dual forms, that the forms reach from sidewall to sidewall so that you don't have any gaps in between or anything like that. And this technique should work out perfectly. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother shaping it or anything like that. I can do that off camera later. I just want to show you how I've achieved this look and how easy it really is to actually do yourself. So there's the tip on already, and I have my dual form right here, and just to show you how they fit, see, perfect from sidewall to sidewall. So the next thing you got to do is just put your acrylic inside your dual form, and because it's pretty much going to take up the entire surface of the dual form, I have to fill the entire surface with acrylic, and I'm going to be using clear acrylic. And I always use clear acrylic because I really like clear acrylic, but with this design it's going to be covered up so you won't actually see the color of the nails underneath anyway. So for that, it doesn't really matter. But what I do notice though is if you were trying to go for that the glass look or those jelly designs, this acrylic technique is pretty much the only way to do it, in my opinion, without having to struggle with air bubbles and stuff like that. So I'm just filling this up the form here. Let me give it 1 second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. So I just want to make sure that I've got all the acrylic from sidewall to sidewall and I haven't missed anything. Okay, there we go. And I think we can apply it now onto the finger. So just grab it like that, put it over top, and you probably will get a little bit of leakage, and that's normal. But that's okay, because that's all you got to do is just grab your brush and take it away. See? And the acrylic covers pretty much the entire nail without very little work. So once this acrylic dries, all you got to do is just pop it off, file the sidewalls here because you don't need to file the top, and you definitely don't need to file underneath. You can shape it. You can either keep it as this shape because this is a perfect shape as it is, or you can taper it to whatever shape you want. So I just wanted to show you guys that before I started on the design, so you could perhaps maybe have a little bit easier time of putting down acrylic. I'm not sure if you can do it with gel. I don't know, I haven't tried it. I'm not kind of a gel kind of gal, but for me, I think this technique works perfect and I recommend it highly to everybody. So I do hope you all check it out and try for yourself. So I'm going to carry on now with the design. I'm going to just grab everything that I need and we'll come back. And here we have the final product. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is the Roaring Twenties. And in the Roaring Twenties, they had what they called cloche hats or bell hats because it covered most of their forehead. And black and white was very prevalent back in the 20s because of prohibition and everything. So that's why I did the checkered pattern and a little accent bow to spice it up a little bit. And then we go on to the next one, which is the 40s. And the 40s, it was actually during the war. So these hats kind of lifted the spirits of the ladies that wore these hats during that time. And they had a lot of floral, wallpaper patterns back then. So that's why I added some of the floral in the background. And then the next one is the 60s. And the 60s was during, love and peace and everything. And this style hat was actually inspired by Jackie O. And it was built after, I guess back then they had pillboxes. So it was in the shape of a pillbox. And Jackie O used to wear these hats quite often. And then we get into the 80s. And the 80s hats were very bright in colors with ribbons and stuff like that. And because of big hair, usually the hats sat on the back of the head, just like Lady Diana used to wear her hats, just much like this one here. And then last but not least, we've got the 2000s. And the 2000s became the bucket hats, or what I called the Gilligan hats. And they were usually fun to wear and fun to touch. And that's also at the time when animal print became very popular, so which is why I have the animal print in the background. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I had so much fun putting it together. It did take me a few days, actually almost a week. So that's why I didn't film it in detail. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope everybody is staying happy and safe and well. And until next time, from a beautiful day here in Canada, don't forget, stay groovy. Bye for now.